Guys, Ken Doucette from Rudos One's NHRA Bracket Racing Hot Wheels Predictor Vlog. I'm Ken Doucette, and this is my attempt to determine when is the top fuel dragster and funny car races of each NHRA national event using a Hot Wheels drag race. My little version of fantasy sports for fun. Well, what we're going to do today, we're a week away from the national first event in Pomona. And right now the races are practicing, I believe in Arizona, and what I am doing is getting ready for the first week by seeing how many top fuel style dragster Hot Wheels cars and funny cars to put on my little drag race set in my crusty little basement setup. And I have 3 new in box. Some are a couple years old, some maybe 10 years old, that I'm going to open up and test. And I have 2 new in box that I'm going to use, and about 6 or 7 open ones that are in raceable shape. And the key is, I'm not a collector, so I'm just looking for good ones that race that are actual funny car or actual dragster cars, or as close as possible, at least on the funny cars. Dragsters, you can't really fake it. Some funny cars, I've got muscle car type cars that are very close, unless you look close, and race about the same. But what I'm probably going to do the first week is I have enough of both real funny cars and top fuel dragster type cars that I'm going to go ahead and do just 4 for the brackets and repeat them, and just pick out of a hat which racers get assigned to which cars and see what happens. And as the weeks go by, I'll add more cars as I find them on eBay for the right price, or if I get lucky enough that people contact me and want to provide them, we'll go with that too. But if anyone's nice enough to send us any cars, just make sure they're new in box so we know they have a real shot at being a racer, and that don't expect it back. So don't send us your prize car. I'm not real sentimental about them. You know, when I get one that is going to work, I'm tearing it out of the box, and I know that'll break some collectors' hearts, but again, I'm doing this for the racing. I'm more of a drag racing fan, and thanks to Fox Sports, because ESPN kind of dropped the ball. It was hard to catch them and find out when they were on, and it wasn't a regular thing, but Fox has really done a great job. And I'm hoping that at the end of every Saturday qualifying event that they run the brackets, so it makes it easy for me to set these up. We don't know if that's going to be the case yet. I don't know if the website will have them, or I'll have to be stuck waiting to the beginning of the Sunday show and jump through hoops to make this happen, but we'll see. We're going to show you my downstairs setup and race a few of the new cars in just a bit. Take 2. Alright, here's my downstairs basement. Little ghetto ass racing setup. And here's some of the cars we're going to open. A couple of top fuel dragster style cars, and 3 funny cars, Mustangs. And there's a couple cars in here at some point. If I can't get enough funny cars, I may want to consider using a couple of these muscle cars that are almost identical in size, and we'll probably race it about the same, but we'll find out. And then over here is our other funny car, the McDonald's car. That was a McDonald's Happy Meal giveaway that actually, when I oiled up the wheels a little bit, one's pretty good. It's a actual metal case on top. It looks blue plasticky, and the bottom is, but top is die-cast metal. So it's pretty good. And here are our current top fuel dragsters, besides the 2 in the package that we'll be opening soon and racing. So here we go. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of racing. We're going to start off with the top fuel dragsters, and then we're going to move on to a couple of the Mustang funny cars, and in the last race, a Mustang versus one of the ones from the other race pack that's not actually a funny car, but I believe it to be a Firebird, and we'll see how it matches up. And here we go. Only one dragster is the winner. For heat 2, we're going to have the orangish Mustang against the purplish one. Mustang does. The orange one wins easily. The purple one, the weight holding that down. In both their cases, a little bit. Orange one's looking better. All right. And our last test race for the evening. The purple funny car versus the gold Firebird. I'm guessing the gold Firebird has a little less weight. It's more meant to race, I think. It doesn't have a body that lifts up like this one. It probably is a little bit of a hindrance. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, actually the gold Firebird didn't make it out, so we'll switch lanes with that one more time. I don't think maybe I didn't have it staged well, or you never know. Could be a dog. Could be just not meant to race. We'll find out. Like that was smooth. 1, 2, 3 clips. All right. And they're off. Yeah, as expected, the when I staged it correctly, the orange car won significantly. Why don't we switch them one last time anyway, for the sake of argument. See, 2, 3. The lane switch and careful staging again. See if it does any better. And staged up. Looks good. And you know what? The purple comes in. We're going to have to go one more time and switch lanes again to get a definite winner. This is good. So we know that they're compatible. We'll have at least 4, well, good cars, even if we don't use the McDonald's car. We'll see how it stacks up. And here we go. Wait, actually, sorry. Stage up carefully here. Make sure get a nice clean shot out the gate. And the purple wins by a margin. Might not have staged quite as well, but like I said, just like in real pro racing, they don't always come off the start perfect. So I think they're all racing fairly well enough so far that I would consider them all worth using for the purpose of determining the bracket winners. And I just want to race one time the McDonald's funny car. Oops, 1, 2, 3. Just to see how it stacks up against the newer, fresh out the box funny car. And not terribly close. We'll switch lanes. McDonald's car did respectable, made it through the gate just about. Stage them up as careful as we can. And purple was a fairly clear winner. So we'll be going with all other ones from today. And that'll be our 4. And we'll have 8 available when we include these 2 new ones. 8 available to use for that bracket. So they could be up to 16, so they'll have to be used twice. The 4 ones again could be up to 16, they'll have to be used multiple times, and that's fine. To continue to find some good racers that are legit dragsters and funny cars. And funny cars open up pretty nicely and still raced respectably. Pretty happy to see that in all 3 models. If I barely, yep, there we go. They all still raced. They're all nicely. Well, we'll see you on race day. Thanks for checking it out.